Hello everyone, welcome to another one. Today it's going to be a nice chilled, relaxing, let's just boil and cook ourselves like bacon in a pan while we paint on one of the hottest days. Yeah, I was sweating. Every time I crouched down, there was wetness at the back of my knees. Oh, it was horrible. And I forgot to put sun cream on, so then, some way through I was like, oh yeah, I better put some sun cream on, otherwise I will cook like a fried egg. But anyway, this video goes out to Rach, I believe your name is. Rach F. Anyway, I put up in my garden, building this little wall I've got here. I put up saying I'm not sure on colour to paint it yet and I'm really indecisive, and you know what I'm like. So the comments were coming in, the suggestions, and this one really struck me and it made me think, and I kept thinking about it and it kept popping into my head. So yes, this video is going out to you, my lovely, because I've gone with your suggestion and I'm going with black. And when I get the purple flowers in here, it's going to be looking mighty fine, very mighty fine. Very excited, although I do believe my salvias have literally, they've gone. I think they've gone. I'm not pulling them out because I'm still in hope. I'm still giving them their water, quenching the thirst I am. But this looks so nice at the end. It was really nice to just come out here and just like be quiet and paint and just, have a moment. But all I could hear, it was either other people's kids in their gardens or it was mine, and they were my ones were doing my head in. You know when your kids just get on one where you want them to get along and they just argue, but when they do get along, it's like they're hyped, and I mean super hyped, like proper, how do I say this? They just talk to each other with the highest, loudest, strangest voice. And then they run around the house frantically chasing each other. These are teenagers, just so you know. And I spent most of my time going, are you serious? Like, what are you doing? Come on. Come on. I've had a day of it as well because I had to get all the school uniforms and everything washed and ready for their last week of school. I really want to get this house sorted out before they all do break up because it's going to be chaos, carnage. But every time I've gone out, like I've gone out to, go and get stuff for dinner, or I've gone out to go and post some parcels because I've been selling stuff on Vinted and it's been doing very well. Ah yes, I'm very happy about it. I'm always like, right, when I go out I've got to get washing powder, and I've forgotten it every single time. Oh, I just had the most beautiful chicken, Cajun chicken from Sainsbury's, in the fridge section, in the chilled. Yes, fresh chicken, like pasted with all this Cajun sauce and whatnot. Absolutely gorgeous. I think they've got it on a nectar offer at the moment. You want to try it. Fry it in the pan for a little bit. Yes, put some salad with it. Some nice bakery breads. Oh, beautiful. I've been eating quite a bit of it lately. Now, I had to be careful here because I've got my wisteria growing. And she is growing like a little dream. She's doing very well, bless her. She keeps shooting up little new shoots. And I'm like, oh, you're going places. Yes, you are. And she's getting taller as well. Yes, she's sprouting. I didn't realise at the time that my hat was taking up most of this painting, So, if you want to watch a video of the top of someone's hat, then you've come to the right place. Yes, it's just my hat. Oh, I was boiling though. Boiling. And not only that, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I cut off about 3-4 inches of my hair. And so basically, it's going to sound really daft the way I'm describing this, but the lower part of your head, obviously when your hair grows, that's always going to be longer than the rest unless you cut it to, Well, it was just looking ratty at the bottom, and it tangled a lot as well. So I just got a complete straight cut, and it feels a lot nicer. Feels nice and soft. Yes, very happy about it. I'm doing a little dance around the kitchen and my ankles are clicking like mad. Yes. But this does take 2 coats. The only thing for me was the back. Doing the back of it was really, really hard. I only do 1 coat on the back because I want to do flowers growing and shrubs and whatnot. So I'm not too concerned about the back because I feel like the idea I've got in my head is going to be, you're not going to really see it. You can see that it's painted black. But, it's going to look nice. It's going to look nice. I should have painted it before I put it up. But like I said, I didn't know if I was going to. And then I didn't know what colour to paint it. I'm so excited to paint the patio. Yes, I am. Very excited about that. Oh, but I'm having a bit of a dilemma at the moment because I'm just like, you know, when you're gonna go away on holiday and you have to think about everything you need to take with you. I don't know about anybody else, but I go into like full on meltdown. Absolute meltdown. I mean, just for me to take my kids to Brands Hatch, I overpack. I mean, the boot is filled with spare coats, umbrellas, suntan lotion, more food than you can imagine. It's ridiculous. And the fact that I've got a pack for myself and my kids, obviously, you know, my older boys are going to pick their own. They're going to do their own shenanigans. But my brain is going into overdrive and I can't cope with it. I can't. It's starting to shut down. I've already shut down the schools. They can forget it. I've had enough. I can't cope with it. The kids just go to town and they come home and say, tomorrow we've got this, because I can't. There is so much to remember. It's beyond a joke. Like, I'm getting emails pop up all the flipping time. I've got one during Enrichment Week, which is like, I don't know if every school does this, but it's in the bigger school, you know. And one of them's going to a zoo, Port Lympney, however you pronounce it. Do you pronounce it like that? I don't know if you pronounce it like that. He's going to Port Lympney. So I'm getting endless emails about that, what they need to take, what time they're going to be back, and Christ knows what else. Then I'm getting emails about sponsored walks. And I'm like, mine haven't done anything to raise money for a sponsored walk, because this is the first I've known about it. And they're like, can you please drop the money in that they've raised for this sponsored walk? I'm like, what? Excuse me, what now? I knew nothing about it. Absolutely nothing about it. I'm saving for my holly bobs, so you're not going to get anything from the sponsored walk. Just be grateful that they've actually turned up to take part in this sponsored walk, because that's all you're getting. Okay? Yes. Also, I've got another little thing rolling around in my head. And I know it's not till April, but where we got tickets for Elliot to go and see Youngblood in April, they're in school. How dare they be in school? Which means I'm going to have to pull a little porky and say, oh, he's not feeling very well today. And knowing my luck, someone will be like, he's actually fine because he's gone to see Youngblood. Because he'll be telling everybody. There's no way, he can't keep a secret. Yeah, so I've got that going on. Or do I just confess to the school and say, look, what would you do? Tell me. If I was to say to the school, look, I'm really sorry, but for his birthday, I bought him this and it's not until April next year. Can you just let him have that day? Please. Please just let him have that day. Otherwise I'm going to get fined. Not happy. I'm not happy. So I stupidly wore my really nice shorts when I painted the front room wall the other day. I did. And I thought I didn't get any paint on them. I was really careful, made sure I didn't touch anything. Well, there is a tiny little splatter of green paint on the back of my shorts. It's probably about the size of a Cocoa Pop. Yes. And I've just taken my shorts off the line. I've just seen it. And I'm not happy. So I'm going to try. I don't know if there is like anything I can get it out. I've tried scratching it off. It's not budging. Would nail varnish remover do it? I don't know. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try a bit of nail varnish remover. And hope for the best. But yeah, I love those shorts. If not, I'm going to have to see if I can find some more. I'll probably look on Vinted. But it's just not going to be the same. They're not going to be the same. Because they are my shorts. They've been worn on my bottom. And I like those shorts very much. Yes, my son, bless him. He was like, oh, my 15-year-old. He said, I'm going out with my mates. I said, okay, that's fine. He goes, we're just going to go to the park. We're going to play, what is it, the manhunt they play. That's the game of the game of the hour is manhunt. And they go around chasing each other in the bush, screaming and roaring like dinosaurs, I imagine. And, yeah, so he's gone tootling off, his backpack, his water bottles and all that. And I'm thinking, he's going to play manhunt in the park, bless his heart. Love it. Anyway, he puts up on his Instagram story, doesn't he? Yeah, 4 hours ago. So he's been out, about 3-4 hours himself now. And he's put up on his Instagram story, I'm up Beachy Head if anyone wants their car taken a picture of. And I'm like, oh, are you now, sunshine? Are you now? So I've messaged him saying, what's it like up Beachy right now? What's the view of the park like? He's going to be like, oh no, Mum's seen my story. I don't mind. I don't mind him going and, you know, taking photos of cars and this, that and the other. You know, he's 15 years old, he's a good lad, and he's out with his mates, and his mates are nice. Hello, Panzer! Oh, God, better get a pouch ready, otherwise my life's not worth living. But I'd just like to know where you are. That's all I ask, you know. I just want to know where you are. It's not a difficult thing. Otherwise I worry, I panic. I've got the cat's Felix, as good as it looks, with vegetables. So far, they seem to be eating it. You know, I can see all the green beans and whatnot in there. Oh, yes. Do you know what? I'm getting mixed things about all this cat food. You know when you go on your Instagram, I know your food's coming, you little moany moo. You know when you go on your Instagram and it says, oh, you should be giving your cat this, you shouldn't be giving them this and this and that and the other. Anyway, I keep seeing, oh, this one's got, oh, what's in this one? Oh, it's all, most of it's in German. It's salmon with something. It looks like courgettes or something. Ew. Oh, she's going for it. She's lapping it up. Yes. Anyway, I keep seeing all these things pop up now saying that these so-called fresh, you know, cat and dog food, this is what you should be giving them, has got bad things as well. So you can't win. I'm just giving mine what I know they'll eat. And they like their Felix. And they love their Whiskers, surf and turf. Yes, they do. Oh my God. You ever have that moment in your life where you feel like, what is the point of life? Yeah, what's the point of life? I'm feeling like that just because I'm tired. When I'm tired, I'm like a whole other person. I'm a completely different person. I'm ratty. I'm picky. And I'm just like, everyone leave me alone. Don't come like 3 foot into my circle, because it's not a pleasant place to be should you pass that line. That's what I'm like. Yeah, I'm like that when I'm hungry as well. Hungry. I'm still waiting for the rest of my blood test results to come through. Sorry, I've got to tell you this. That was absolutely hilarious. So Nick just walked in when I was talking about the blood test. He just walked in and he was like calling me into the front room, laughing, right? Quiet laughing. The neighbours are very loudly, with their windows wide open, doing the deed. Like, really? Really? No. See, now I think that's really wrong, because if you've got kids in your house, you know, you just don't, do you? You don't do that and be that vocal. I mean, it sounds like, it's fake as hell, but it sounds like someone's being murdered is the best way I can describe it. I mean, I've heard it quite a few times. Sometimes I get to the point where I think, oh my God, I'm going to bang on the wall in a minute and say, will you just get on with it? Get it over and done with, please. Because I've never heard such fakery in my life. Fakery! But it's making me laugh that that Nick sat in the front room and that's what he's got to listen to. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, my blood test results. I haven't had them all of them come through yet. I'm still waiting for the big ones, the big bad boys, the rheumatoid and all that. That's the one I'm waiting for. And the other one, C something, I can't remember. But yeah, doing this painting, I was quite, as you can tell, I'm pretty slow, pretty easy on myself. But it does cause some discomfort come the evening. But I'm all right. I'm not gonna. The thing is with me is, if I take on board what's wrong with me, or the fact that I've got problems, and then I just sit around and do nothing, what is the point? What is the point? I can't not do things in my life. I've got to still carry on and do stuff. And not only that, if I don't do stuff, I seize up. So either way, I can't win. If I do stuff, people are going to say, oh, why are you doing that? You shouldn't be doing that. And then if I don't do anything, people are going to say, well, you're lazy. You don't do anything. You can't win. So you're best to just do whatever fits you, what makes you happy, and yeah, just don't overdo yourself like I have done in the past. I agree with those comments. I do get some weird comments. What is going on? What is going on? Right, let's go into some of these weird ones. So first of all, I'll start off with the random ones where people like to tell me. I know they're not subscribers. I know these aren't followers. These are just random people that have come on, watched it and gone, going to give my point across and then I'm going to leave and never return. That's what these are. They like to tell me random things about my house like I never knew. Like they'll tell me about the size of my sofa. And then I look at my sofa and I'm like, well, I would never have known that if you hadn't told me this. Thank you so much. What would I have done? And then you get the weird ones that say, there's still stuff to go to the tip in your garden. When I've clearly said in my video, I've still got to do another tip run. This is the pile I've accumulated in this video. So I've got to do another tip run. But they told me in the comments, therefore it's now solid. It's like the BBC. You know, it has to be confirmed. If it's not confirmed by a random stray that pops up in my video, then it's not confirmed. But I shall go on to the weird ones. I keep getting like religious stuff coming into my comments. I mean, I have a lot of respect for people who are religious, because I've said it before, in the comments, I've said it before, that there's a big part of me that feels like I should be, you know, going to church and things like that. I can't help it. It's just there, especially since I've had kids. That's just how I felt. And I'm just like, where does this come from? I'm getting weird, like, religious-y stuff coming through. And then there's loads of people saying amen and all that. And I'm just like, I don't know what's happened. What have I done? I don't understand it. Why? Is that something on the bottom of my dress? Why does it look pale? Why does it look white? Oh, I must have been up in the loft. Yes, I was. I hope I didn't go to Sainsbury's like that. Let me check it. Oh, I think I did. I went to Sainsbury's like that. I had to go up in the loft because the boys were asking me to get something out of the loft. And, yeah, I had to get my tiny little ass up there. And I'm not joking. It was like an absolute greenhouse in there. It was a greenhouse. I got up there and I was like, no. I was absolutely drenched by the time I came out. But of course I've climbed up there and it's all dusty. And it's been there on the bottom of my dress. And I've gone to Sainsbury's like that. There's me walking around thinking, oh, I like this dress. I look a bit all right today. I look a bit nice, you know. A bit ladylike, if you will. No, I don't. Because I've had what looks like flour all over the back of my backside. And I've been walking around for everyone to see. Yes, there we go. Anyway, I've just made myself an Earl Grey cup of tea. Nick is absolutely sweating his ass off. And he's like, how can you do that? How? He's baffled. He can't understand that in the hottest day of the year, I can still put the kettle on. Earl Grey cup of tea I have right now. 2 Earl Grey tea bags because I like it strong. Yeah, full fat flavour. And, yeah, he's just like, how? How on earth can you do that? And I'm like, quite easily, sunshine. The kettle is my best friend. The kettle is closer to me than what you are. Okay? If the house was on fire and they said, oh, Nick's in there, so is the kettle. What are you going to go for? The kettle. Obviously not. It's funny. I'm going to hell. I have sinned. I am going to hell. Right, so I'm 40 years old, right? Simba, what are you doing? Can you hear him? Purring. He's head rubbing all over my phone while I'm trying to talk to you. I'm going to hell. I'm 40 years old and I had a dream last night. And it wasn't an acceptable one, should we say. It was about young blood. Yes. And I'm 40. I woke up this morning like, who am I? What was that about? Where did it even come from? I'm not going to go into details you don't want to know. But I woke up this morning like that. Blimey. Good Lord. Yeah, I felt like, you know, I had betrayed my Jürgen Broden. Why is it I can have dreams like that of such filth? But it's never about him. Like, why? I go to sleep at night thinking, please, tonight, please, just one night, just give me that goodness. And it doesn't happen. It turns out to be someone else who I have absolutely no desire for whatsoever. Funny how I say that, though. I say, you know, I feel like I've betrayed Jürgen Broden. When I'm not saying, I feel like I've betrayed Nick. It's bad, isn't it? Anyway, it's looking quite nice. Yes, that's how it is at the moment. I'm going to show you what it looks like at night when the light comes on against the black. Looking very, very nice indeed. But I have to wash out the brushes. I have, however, washed this all up. I've got all nice and clean. Soaped them up. Came off very nicely. Very nicely indeed. Yes, it did. And then I sat down under the pergola and relaxed with a nice hot cup of coffee. And I looked at my artwork and I was like, I don't believe it. I've missed a spot that is literally like the size of your thumbnail. And I look at it and I'm like, that means I've got to use a paintbrush again. I'll open up that tin, use a paintbrush again just to do that little spot, and then have to wash them all up all over again. I'm not happy about it, but I've got to do it because it'll bug the life out of me. It's just on the back. It's just on the back where I've made the posts to make it bend. Yeah, that's typical me, that is. Typical me. If you've lasted this long through this video, thank you very much. Thank you muchly. Yeah, I've got quite a bit coming up for you actually. Tonight I'm going to be filming my little evening routine. Little tidying up, cleaning up, this, that and the other, just doing random bits. And yeah, I'm going to do some deep cleaning around the house as well, because there's things that are really bugging me. I look at them and I'm like, oh, I come through the front door and I'm like, this needs to be cleaned. Why does my front door not look white anymore? Why does it look white with dust on it? Dust. Yes. So I shall be getting onto that and sharing that with you. And it might be a speed clean, or it might be a real time. I'm not sure yet. Let me know what you'd prefer in the comments down below. But I'm going to leave you now and I'm going to show you what it looks like at night. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you fine little squirrels in my next one. Here is that tiny little spot that's bugging me. Not happy about it.